So I'm over at a friend's house. He's got a parts car, and I've made a video of this before, trying to get these door handles off of a Civic. This is a 92 through 95, and in my video, we already pulled the door panel off. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but in there's a 10mm bolt, and I'll show you on the other car because I can't see if you can see that or not. Anyways, I was frustrated because I couldn't get to this one 10mm in here, and I'll show you a better shot of that. But what we just did now is we pulled the 3 screws out of here and moved the plastic deal out of the way, and I just put a 10mm with an extension, and it went right to the bolt and took it out. And so now that hard bolt is out, and I'll show you on my car what the rest of this looks like. I'm gonna pause the video here. Here's mine, and I had to bend it out, and ever since I did that, this always sticks out a little bit, but I think I can push it back in now using this new method. And also mine screws are stuck, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get those out. But that first 10mm I was talking about, you can get to it really easy. It's right there. It's this back one you can't get to, and again, you just take these bolts out here, push this out of the way, and your 10mm socket extension will go right to that bolt, and you can take it out. And that's definitely the way you do that. Anyways, glad we figured this out. It's nice having 2 cars, or one that you don't care about that you can experiment on. And then I gotta put this one back together. Hope this video helps you guys out. Make a couple more shots. Finally got these out. There's one bolt right here that you'll need to take out, and that'll help get that plastic piece out. See that bolt I just showed you? It has a bracket. That was the one that went right there. And then you just kind of jiggle it around till you can get it to drop down, and then hopefully that's showing up on camera. Right in there is that 10mm bolt that I'm going to take out. Okay, I wanted to show you something. When you take these off, see on this one I have here, this is still attached. On this one it's right there, and you have to fight with this whole little deal and everything trying to get it off. That's actually harder than it looks. It's a pain in the rear to do one. Excuse me, it's a pain to do one of these. And so my recommendation is try to get your handle, leave it on your handle and unscrew it. And when I took this one off, I counted the threads on here, and that had 5 threads. So I'm just gonna take this off, and that's that piece right there, and then I'm gonna screw this back on. I'll show you what I might be able to show you what it looks like. It might be too tucked away in there, but that's easier way to get the handle off. Just take it off. This part's kind of weird. When you're threading that thing on, that bolt will spin all the way around. So I actually did it from the bottom, and then see how this, I don't know if this is showing up, this has got to point down. So when I did it, everything was 180 degrees opposite. This was pointing straight up, and I screwed it in from the bottom. But so when you can do it that way, but then you got to twist this arm because everything moves. You got to twist this arm so it's pointing down, and it makes it look like it's coming from the top down towards the bottom of the car, and that'll let your handle line up. Also, watch for these gaskets because they'll fall out. You got a gasket here and a gasket here. Here's what I'm talking about, is that gasket right there. This just pop off. So anyhow, so I'm almost ready to put this back, and this is going to be like way easier now that I found out that you got to take off these side bolts here and that bolt for that bracket right down there. And my handle should seat in nice. I bent that back to where it should be, and hopefully it'll look all OEM. It's one of those things where I didn't see any docs explain how to do this. Actually, it might have talked about it, but this looked like it wasn't gonna clear, because that's also the bracket you use for your window track. Anyhow, and I couldn't originally get it off, but I guess over time, well, here's why. I'll show you right here. Look how much calcium, or whatever the heck this white stuff is, built up on this bolt, and it just would not come out. And then here's some that I guess the WD-40 must have penetrated, because they're like way cleaner. That's why those won't come out. So just got junk built up on them. And you couldn't even use like an easy out on this, because as I was pushing on this would flex. And so if you were hitting that with a hammer, it'd just dent your side of your door in. So that's just a luck of the draw if you can get that thing out. Alright, one last little trick. Originally when I got that out, I pulled this white deal down, but when you hook up the latch like I showed you, you can't pull it down anymore. And I got really worried. I'm like, how am I gonna move this? So anyways, it slides to the front, and that'll let you get your socket in there to get that back bolt in.